Welcome back to another Mythic Giraffe Podcast. I'm Chris.
And the music stopped and I'm Ron.
It's sneaky sometimes. It doesn't want to start. I don't know. Yeah. We're coming to you on the 4th of July.
The fake holiday that is the 4th of July. That's correct.
Well, I read that it's because the 4th is when it was actually signed, the wording was signed or something. I don't know. But the second is when it was declared.
The excuse is the 4th was the day they read it out in public.
Yeah.
The signing actually wasn't done until like October.
Yeah, because I mean, even didn't Adams won it on the 2nd or something?
Mm-hmm. But yeah.
And,
like people, some delegates weren't there to sign it on the 4th. Some, and you got to think about how long it takes to write out by hand, that kind of stuff, and they had to make multiple copies.
Yeah. Well, and that's the thing. If you're coming down from Maine, yeah, that's a hike.
Well, Maine wasn't a state. It was part of Massachusetts then. It's okay.
New Hampshire.
New Hampshire was a state, but yes, it was a hike.
Yeah.
Yes.
Because the original signing was in Philly.
Mm-hmm.
Which I went to last weekend. It's a delightful town.
You could have gone to Congressional Hall. It's right there.
I think we went past it.
You probably did if you were anywhere near Old Town.
Yeah. We walked all around down that side, and we saw the fake Liberty Bell.
I was at the fake Liberty Bell.
I heard it's fake. I heard it's not the real one.
I've never heard that before.
Yeah, I don't know. So all kinds of delightful things. The museum was nice.
Philly Art Museum is huge. You don't realize how big it is until you get in there. Yeah. You're like, oh my God, I've been in here 3 hours.
And it's like a maze.
It is like a maze. Yeah.
There were my wife and I discussed later, we should have put X's through, rooms we had seen so we had known.
Yeah. And the last time I went there, I went with my cousin and was like, we've only got 3 hours. Let's go to the art museum. And we did not finish. We were like, we got to go.
Yeah.
And we got to
we agreed that they had it was called Boom or Pop or something. It was art of the 40s, and then
that's weird.
And then they also had the whole floor that's American art or whatever, and we're like, yeah, Americans aren't good. We did not. That was our least favorite part of the museum. We enjoyed the European art, and then they had the Asian and Eurasian part, and I prefer sculptures and things, so I like that.
I think the problem with American art is there's two very big different schools, all those 1800s classics, with the landscapes and all the stuff that you think is European is actually American, and then there's all the Warhol bullshit that happened in the 1950s on. It's just this is piss in a jar. This is American art. It's no, let's get back to real art.
Well, and then there's I'm abstract and all that kind of stuff. I don't get it.
I'm not into it. Even Picasso, I'm this is a maniac who's got schizophrenia or something, and you guys are look at this art. Have you seen some of his sculptures? They look like I did them.
Yeah,
it's just terrible.
Yeah. I was gonna say sculptures, but painting you do very well.
Sure. Yeah, we were when we were in Alaska on the cruise, there was on the channels there was going through all our local artists that they show off in their little gallery that they're trying to sell you on art, because of course when I'm on a cruise I want to buy art. And then one of them was about Picasso, and I'm like, and he got into this period where he made plates, and I'm like, those are awful. They look like fifth graders took them from art class.
But there was a whole display in the museum. It was the fancy plates, china, ceramics, and all. I was like, I don't want to see my grandmother's plates when I go to a museum. I don't care.
Yeah, it's a pretty cool museum though. That where they recreated the Asian.
Inside.
Yeah, where it's inside. Yeah, that's really cool.
Yeah, it was definitely stepping in. Or there was the they brought in like the entire ceiling from this mosque, and they had the Quran, and it was like being like read as you went through it or whatever.
Yeah, I really appreciate the effort they put in that museum. I really like it.
Yeah.
It's probably the best museum in Philly.
Yeah.
The Motor Museum is like famous, like everybody goes there, but Philly Art Museum.
Yeah, we did not go there.
And it's it's medical oddities. Do you really want to see those?
Sometimes, yeah, but no.
Yeah.
See enough of those at work.
Yeah. I'm a bad person because it's 30 minutes away. I go like once every 5 years.
Yeah, but it's one of those. It's like so many things, though. When it's close like that, you're like, it's right there. I'll get to it.
And that's the problem, though. My wife and I talk about it all the time. We're like, we don't do enough stuff in our own local community.
Yeah.
We need to be better about going to events that are around.
The nice thing, when we were in Philly, we could walk places and then,
it was
very pedestrian friendly.
It is rated the most pedestrian friendly city in the country.
Yeah, the crosswalks, you barely have to wait.
Mm-hmm.
They're automated.
There's a huge walking path that goes. Well, actually, where you were at the art museum, and you see those steps when you come to the famous Rocky steps.
Yeah,
which is like an abomination that they have a statue of Rocky there. But if you look to your left, there's a walking path that goes up the river, and it's huge. It goes all the way up to like Wissahickon.
Oh wow!
Yeah, so it's miles of walking path. So you can just take it under the center city, and it's pretty cool.
Yeah, we started the day. We walked around, and we went to the steps in the morning. There's nobody there. When we went back in the afternoon to go to the museum, there was a line all the way down the steps. For people waiting to take pictures with the statue.
Yep.
And then downstairs, or on the ground level, where there's that other statue, wrapped around that. There's this guy. Look, I give him credit. He's taking advantage of the situation. He had a cooler full of Gatorade water stuff. He's like, $5 a bottle.
Mm-hmm.
So,
hey, that's the capitalism at work, right?
Yeah.
He's like, these suckers are going to be staying here in the heat. I'll sell them Gatorade.
We were surprised at the amount of places that were closed on the weekend, though.
Really?
Yeah, we walked by like 3 or 4 like cafes and places like, open Thursday.
It depends where you're at. Like if you're really center city, Wilmington's like that too. If you're like downtown center city, a lot of places close because they're really only open there for the business days.
Yeah, that makes sense.
Yeah.
And refreshingly, didn't see. Well, we saw Dunkin', Starbucks, and Wawa, without gas station. But other than that, no fast food.
Yeah, no, yeah.
It was nice.
Not a lot of fast food. There's like very few gas stations. Yeah, there's Wawas everywhere, though.
Yeah.
It's a thing. Yeah, I really like Philly, and compared to like New York and Baltimore, I never feel like skeeved out by it.
Yeah, we only got cussed by one homeless guy.
Oh, that seems like a big. You can get cussed by more than that in Salisbury.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. I asked him. I was like, "Do you know Donald West?" And he. I'm afraid they're on like a group mailing or something. I don't know.
Oh, we were just talking about that the other day.
Yeah.
Don't know where he's living, or unhoused living.
Yeah.
Yeah, Philly's a nice town.
Yeah.
And you sent me a picture of Philly sports memorabilia and said why, and my only answer was it's the Fightin' Phils.
Yeah. We were in Reading Market when I sent you.
Oh, Reading Market.
Is it Reading or Reading?
I think it's Reading Terminal,
okay.
Reading Market,
or whatever it is. Yeah. God, that place was overwhelming.
It is cool though.
Oh yeah, I wish I was talking to one of the nurse practitioners at work, and we're like, if they had like you could buy a punch card and say, hey, for whatever it is, $30, here's your 10 slot punch card, and you could go and like the vendor will punch it, and then they'll give you a sample or like whatever their little specialty is.
Yeah. Did you get the hot Italian?
No.
Roast beef?
We went there. We were there at like 10 o'clock. So we were there a little bit early. We ended up going to Tir na Nog for lunch.
Sure.
it was like a little hole in the wall Irish pub. It was delightful.
I wish you would ask me because there's a Belgian place in in Old Town Philly.
Oh, really?
Near the Liberty Bell. It is. I'm telling you, some of the best French fries I've ever had in my life.
Huh.
Amazing food there, and things that you're like, I've never had any of this stuff. It's pretty good.
Yeah, we went to Sabrina's for breakfast.
Mm-hmm. Did you get a Philly pretzel from a pretzel truck?
No.
Just wandering around. Oh,
no.
That's the best part. New York has stupid hot dogs.
All the little
Philly
carts we saw were falafel.
And
fish.
And fish. Carb juice. No. The Philly soft pretzel, it's worth it. Yeah. It's better than the hot
saw
dog
quite
cart.
a few of them.
Yeah. Hot dog.
I never knew that Philly was famous for pretzels.
Oh yeah, that's our thing. Huh. That's the thing. The Philly pretzel.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Cheesesteaks, which are like the tourist food. Pretzels, which are like the local food.
Yeah, we did not get cheesesteaks.
Here's what I'm going to tell you. I'm glad you didn't. Because I have a rant about Philly cheesesteaks now.
Nice.
Everybody has, because it's now become a thing. And everywhere you go, we've got our new take on the Philly.
Pat's or Geno's?
Pat's or Geno's. Joe's, South Philly, those are acceptable places. Chicky Pete's is terrible. What's that other place? Tony Luke's. Sorry, Tony, you're out.
Do you have to have two names for some of these? Chicky Pete, Tony Luke.
Yeah, maybe. I don't know. But
Bob and Joe.
Everybody has made it into this thing, and it doesn't need to be a thing. It's just a cheesesteak sub. That's it.
Yeah.
Yeah. Not a sandwich. It's one piece of bread.
Yeah, I mean, it's 4th of July. I'm going to have a nice hot dog sandwich this afternoon.
So you're going to have 2 slices of bread with a hot dog in the middle? Seems like a lot of carbs when you could just have a hot dog. Just one piece of bread. It's not. Anything you would say is a bun. It's like the British thing. I don't know if I ranted about this. A burger is only really beef, right? Because you say veggie burger because you're pretending like
these animals. They're I got a chicken burger. No, you didn't. You got a chicken sandwich.
Yeah, chicken sandwich. Yeah, exactly. Because you don't eat minced chicken. That sounds disgusting.
If you do, you're an animal.
Yeah, that sounds disgusting. It's a chicken sandwich, a burger, and I watch a lot of British videos, and they like to take digs at America because they're like, oh, it's a Hamburg sandwich. It's named after Hamburg. It doesn't come from Hamburg, you animals. We invented it. Get off our bone. This is why we had to fight a war against you. 2 of them, in fact. Yeah.
Wait, speaking of burgers, I had a interesting burger yesterday. We went out for admin lunch. I was like, yeah, it's on the special. I'll try it. Their patties were 50-50 ground beef and chorizo.
Huh.
Yeah.
That sounds fatty and delicious.
It was. Yeah.
A little guac on there.
It had a pepper jack cheese and I can't remember, Southwest Ranch or something. Yeah. Yeah, one bad.
I've been eating your favorite sandwich pretty much for the last 2 weeks because it's that time of year.
But grilled cheese?
No.
Peanut butter.
The superior sandwich. The best sandwich you can make in the summertime, anywhere on the Mideast.
Oh, God. Are you making your nasty ass tomato sandwiches?
Tomato sandwiches.
Oh, God.
The best sandwich that you can make. Summertime perfection. I've even been fancying up. Put some alfalfa sprouts on there. Maybe some cucumber.
Yeah, I'll just take the cucumber. Just a cucumber.
My dog ate a giant tomato today because I dropped it on the floor and the maniac ate the whole thing. The size of his head.
Speaking of maniac dogs, last night, the dogs, took him out before bedtime. Mabel comes in. I noticed she's like licking her chops a lot. I was like, oh no. she sits down, and her mouth, she is just foaming at the mouth. She had grabbed a toad or something, I guess.
Oh God!
And she's just, and you can see she had this look of like mistakes were made, and there's just foam pouring out of her mouth.
God.
I was like, yeah, dummy.
You'd like to say that's not going to happen again, but it's going to happen.
Oh yeah, absolutely. Yeah, so we're getting ready for our vacation.
Yeah, I mean, is this the first time you've not gone out to Deep Creek?
Yeah, we're going to the Outer Banks.
The OBX.
Yeah, we haven't been in probably 12 years because the last time we went, I said, I'm never coming back to this place. For the love of God, I hope it washes away.
It's trying to, as far as I understand.
Well, yeah, my
not fast enough.
Wife and her family have decided it's time.
Whoa. Who wears the pants in this family, sir?
My wife does.
You're a deputy chief. You outrank her.
It's hilarious you think that equates into anything.
I'll text her later.
Yeah, please do. Yeah.
Yeah, it's funny how different. Like, we're only 100 miles apart. We grew up 100. Yeah. You and I probably grew up less than 100 miles apart, technically. But, close to 100 miles. And nobody up here talks about going to the OBX. That's not a thing.
Like, go to the Hamptons?
No, we just go to the beach. Like, we're cool. Like, we got Delaware beaches. We don't need anything fancy.
Can't go to some of the Delaware beaches today.
Why?
They found high fecal counts in the water in Rehoboth.
Oh.
Yeah.
Those
classy.
Maniacs coming down.
Oh, yeah, I'm sure that's what it is. Oh, my God. That was probably one of the worst things. Well, I don't understand. Well, no, it's probably stupid ways that my wife uses, but going to Philly, it took us through Jersey.
Oh, yeah. That's a Connerberry.
Yeah, that was stupid.
Yeah, I don't know why Google likes that. That's a thing that Google seems to prefer, is to take you up instead of cutting through Chester. I don't get it.
Yeah. Well, it's the same reason why when you're going to Baltimore, it tries to take you down Ritchie Highway, which is hell on earth.
Right. At least Jersey, it's not like you're getting off a highway. You're still staying on the highway the whole time.
Yeah.
It is. Yep. And you're actually crossing an extra bridge. 2 extra bridges.
Yeah.
It's dumb. Yeah. And the Delaware Bridge is a goddamn nightmare anymore. Insane. The amount of people that cross that bridge every day.
Yeah.
And I crossed it the other day, and I saw a lot of rust. And I was like, I don't feel comfortable anymore.
Yeah. That's like, I mean, have you ever looked at the underside of a bridge?
Yes, and it's terrifying.
Yeah. It's like, oh God, do people drive across? People walk across this?
Well, we had in Delaware. It must have been 3-4 years ago, and like a structural engineer was driving on 95, and he went under the overpasses, and he was like, "Oh my God!" So he's like calling DelDOT and the governor's office, and be like, "You have to close this bridge now. This thing's going to collapse." So they had to like do all these emergency repairs for millions of dollars, because luckily this dude just drove by and was like, "This thing's going to collapse."
Well, I mean, every bridge that you go over has already fallen down once.
What?
Because that's how they get the weight rating. They keep driving heavier and heavier trucks across it, and then when it collapses, they rebuild it and say, "Okay, it was whatever."
I don't think that's true. I hope that's not true. No, I think they just probably make that number up, honestly.
Yeah, probably.
It's like the road that leads from our fire station that has a weight rating that is lower than our fire truck. Nobody really thought about that.
Yeah.
You turn. It's literally the second turn out of our fire station.
Yep.
Well, the station you're at. And you can't drive fire trucks on this road.
Yeah.
And boy, do we have a concerned citizen who has let us know that we're not supposed to go on her road to fires.
Yeah. God, you remember for a while we would make it a point to go there?
Which, by the way,
it'd be 3 o'clock in the morning, no traffic. And as soon as you get past that house, dead quiet again.
Such a dick move.
Yeah, God, we're awful.
Yeah, we're terrible people. But we would do it.
Yep.
Night or day.
Yeah.
Oh, turn off the siren. We're good.
Yep. Gee, yeah, Cap, the call's on the south end of town. I know. Just go this way.
Yep. Yeah. Yeah, poor lady. That's what she gets. Don't mess with the fire department.
Yeah. Well, don't mess with a fire department in a public venue.
Yeah. And also, her argument was dumb.
Yes.
Like, I get it's frustrating, and especially Salisbury.
Yeah.
But you have to understand that we have to go around traffic. So sometimes we have to take roads that are, maybe we have to take an extra turn, but it gets us out of 13 traffic.
Right.
It's a
one. It's also, I will, speak up for us. We don't run lights and siren on a lot of stuff.
Yeah, no, totally. Yeah.
I mean,
compared to a lot of our roads.
Yeah, I was proud of Sergeant yesterday for downgrading his response to the motor vehicle accident involving a shopping cart.
Yesterday was the day of bullshit calls.
Yeah. I told him, I was like, you should have called for aviation.
Yes, he should have. Well, the dispatcher yesterday was really struggling. I'm sorry. I don't know what to say, but she was struggling. She was not hitting tones. She dispatched that MVC, which the note said the lady was struck by a shopping cart inside the store.
Yes.
Right. Like, that's not an MVC.
Yes. Nope.
The industrial accident was a guy had a fire extinguisher sprayed at him.
Yeah, we were trying to figure that out. We were like, was he working on something and caught fire and then they put him out?
No, I think it was just an accidental squeezing of the fire
extinguisher. Oh, okay.
Yeah. Which they thought was a appropriate time to call 911.
I'm surprised they didn't dispatch that as a hazmat.
Yeah, oh thank God. Then last night we had an AFA. Poor lady was sleeping, and her phone rang, and she thought that was the smoke detector.
Aww.
So then she called 911, and I said, when I got there, I was like, I think your phone's been ringing, and your son's been trying to get a hold of you for like the last 20 minutes. She was like, what do I do if it goes off again? I said, answer the phone.
What do I do?
She's like, well, can you replace my detectors? I'm like, no,
they're fine.
The phone rang. Yeah, it's rough.
But it's all connected.
I mean, we're all connected somehow, right?
Yeah, sure.
If you believe in those weird physicists. Yeah. Well, want rigmarole to rig?
No, I don't think so. I guess time for topic one.
Topic one. So this is a weird topic. And
let's get weird.
Yeah, it's not weird. It's really based on our career, so this is going to be very inside baseball, people. Sorry.
Okay.
We
don't play baseball, though.
We don't play baseball. Not very well. We play wiffle ball, but we end up hurting people.
It's true.
So I had a conversation with a young man at my gym the other day he works for Newcastle County Paramedics. First off, bully for him. The guy's got 6 years as a paramedic and makes more money than you do per year.
Oh, yeah, I'm sure.
Which made me annoyed. And second off, he is all in on EMS. Listen to this guy talk. He's super passionate about EMS. He's like, I have no desire to do firefighting. This is what I want to do. This is why I became a paramedic. And I'm like, man,
that's awesome.
That's awesome. Why? And then it got me thinking, what happened to that?
Yeah.
Why do we in the fire service look down upon EMS? Where does that come from? Because everybody that we work with has done EMS at this point. Everybody that is still working at our department has been there as an EMS provider.
Yep. Yeah.
We all, and it's not just us, right? This is not Salisbury Fire. This is the fire service.
Mm-hmm.
You get the impression that no fire department wants to do EMS, but all fire departments want to keep control of EMS.
Yeah, that's the way to definitely look at it. It's that control thing. But I think, I don't know if this is a reason why, but I think it's because EMS is the replacement for the fire department. Fire
Well,
departments don't
yeah.
run fires like they used to. And if it wasn't for EMS, I mean, they wouldn't need the staffing they have.
Well, that becomes my question for the future, right? Like, we had this
Yeah.
conversation the other day. I said, in 20 years, okay, I'm going to say something that's a lot of people in the fire service are going to get really angry about. So
Yeah.
just be prepared real quick.
Yep.
As of today, I think most fire departments could basically get rid of their truck companies. I don't see a cost benefit for a truck company. I think they could be better served with a special service rescue truck or something. I think that would
Yeah.
shift their focus and how they think and how they operate
Yeah.
into a better world. But I think also in 20 years, most fire departments aren't going to need 2-3 engines in service.
Right.
You know what? I would be very careful how I say these things in a public forum. I'm not saying we need to get rid of the fire department, right?
Right.
But we have to shift our focus. You know, when we started in the fire department, we ran 3,000 calls, I think.
Yeah,
Right?
probably.
And maybe a couple hundred fire calls, actual
Yeah.
fire calls. Things
Yeah.
were on
Yeah.
fire.
Yeah.
We have, we run 6,000 calls
7.
now, 7,000 calls.
No.
Right?
Are you talking combined?
No, just fire.
Oh, fire calls. About 4 or 5.
4,000 or 5,000.
Yeah.
And we probably run 60 fire calls,
Yeah.
maybe even
Yeah.
less.
Oh yeah. Yeah. It's definitely a lower percentage than it used to be.
Right. And I'm not saying we need to get rid of capital pieces, but boy,
No.
we have to really, we don't have to because it's not going to affect my career. But they're going to have to eventually go, what cost benefit are we getting out of this?
Yeah. Yeah.
Like, what does this piece actually do on a daily basis?
Right. Yeah.
Ladder
Yeah.
trucks cost about 1.5 million to
That's
probably pushing 2 million these days.
It's ridiculous. Yeah.
For a piece that you really only need. So if we were, again, I know this is going to blow up and people are going to come after me. Just in our district only, if we ran 60 fires last year, which we probably ran 70, let's just say 70.
Yeah. Okay.
55 of them were probably contained to the room of origin, right?
Yeah.
Maybe 50.
Yeah. Yeah.
None of those required a ladder trunk intervention at all.
Right.
At all.
Yeah. I mean, yeah. Well, you figure the vast majority of structures that are greater than 2 stories are sprinklered.
Well, that's kind of my side of this is that, you know, as the code gets stricter and stricter and stricter and enforcement is better and better and better, what does that look like for the fire service? Because I was having this conversation with my friend on Monday. I said, you know, AI is not going to replace my job, but we're replacing ourselves with the fire code.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
Not that we'll ever be gone, because there always will be calls for rescue stuff that we do and, you know, motor vehicle accidents. But do those require a fully staffed fire engine and ladder truck and a backup engine?
Yeah. Yeah, it's shifting. It's changed, and that's what the fire service wants and hates at the same time.
Well, I don't think we want it.
Well,
I'm going to be very clear in that I think we don't want it. I think we were forced to
need it. Yeah.
Well, we were forced to take on roles that we were never designed for.
Yeah.
And when chief officers became chief officers, not this generation of chief officer, but 2-3 generations of chiefs before, like they were never considering these things in the fire department.
Oh yeah.
We didn't go to accidents back in the day.
Right.
That was an EMS call, right? And we should be going to accidents. I'm not saying, look, if your justification to me was fire engines to go on accidents and they need to be big, bulky vehicles because they block the roadway and keep firefighters safe,
sure,
that's $1 million well spent to me.
Absolutely.
Right. That right there is worth staffing that piece of apparatus. Does it need to be a fire engine at the point? Conversations to be had.
Right.
I don't know what the fire service is going to look like in 10 years. I can't imagine it. And 20 years seems, I don't know.
Well, I mean, in 10 years, we'll have the flying cars. And
in 10 years, they'll finally have the new engine at Station 1. But, but that's another side of the whole fire.
No, Truck 2 will be back in service.
Truck 2 will be back in service. But that's a whole other, view of the fire service.
Kind of side tangent to what you're talking about earlier, though. I mean, when Truck 2 was out of service and then Truck 1 went out of service, and they're like, what if something goes with the tower? I said, honestly, instead of running the tower, I'd rather run the rescue.
Yeah. But it's a mentality that
we got to be on the truck.
Right, because we've taught ourselves, right? Because in the 70s and 80s, they needed truck companies.
Yeah.
Right? Like they were very important to how fires operated. I mean, we didn't maintain, very rarely, there was no public education in firefighting, in fire safety. There was no, keep your doors shut.
Yeah.
There was nothing keeping fires contained to rooms of origin.
Yeah. Yeah.
Ladder trucks were very important.
Back in that day, they were putting carpet up the walls.
Yeah. Ladder trucks were very important back then.
Yeah.
And now, like, I look at our guys in the truck and I'm like, look, you guys are you're taking the piss out of everybody, right? Like,
yeah.
Like, that if we go to a 13-story building, your vehicle is it's not useful.
Right.
But you still require us to put a big space up front for it.
Yeah.
Like we what?
Yeah. Yeah, that's
we're trapped in what we think the fire service should be, and we're not looking at what the fire service is.
Yeah.
Right. And
well, some people I think are, but it's definitely it's the same people that the people you're talking about are the ones that they see like the Euro style firefighting and all, and they're like, oh my gosh, it's like, yeah, that's a perfect example. Look at a fire engine in Paris, France. It's the size of an RV, maybe.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, it's built for what it's needed to do, and that's it.
Well, this getting really nitty gritty about engine building, but we build fire engines like tomorrow the world's going to end and the largest call that we ever go on is going to happen and the city is going to burn down if we don't put this thing on the engine.
Right.
Like,
yeah.
Europe builds engine going, well, everywhere they go, there's a hydrant.
Yeah.
They're probably not going to use more than 1,000 gallons of water total.
Mm-hmm.
Right. And because we're going to have hydrants.
Yeah.
So we don't need big engines.
Don't need 85 feet of ladders because the building will either have a stairwell or they'll throw an exterior ladder and they're done.
I had a class with a guy from Finland, and he's one of these guys who comes from Finland and says, "Look, we've had one line of duty death in 30 years, right? And what are you guys doing different?" And he's like, "We don't even have ladder companies. It's not we have ground ladders. That's it."
Yeah.
And I'm like, "Well, how do you do this?" He's like, "We don't." Well, that makes a lot of sense, but
yeah.
But then I look at the EMS side of things. This is where my topic really started. I think part of our problem in the fire service side is we're not paying enough to our employees because we're trying to do too much.
Yeah.
If you look at these EMS only models,
they
seemingly, the guy I was talking to, and look, I think Newcastle County pays a lot more money than a lot of places.
Right.
He said they have too many paramedics right now. He said they're going to have to put another unit up because they're going to have all these people graduate and they have nowhere to put them. So clearly they're doing something right and we're doing something wrong.
Yes. Yeah. Yeah.
And is the question that, let's look at, I'm the mayor of the city. You're telling me you need this $1 million fire truck, this $1 million fire truck, this $1 million fire truck, and you're going on 99% of your calls are EMS.
Mm-hmm.
Make that make sense to me.
Yeah.
Um,
It's tough. Yeah.
you know, and look, I'm an engine guy. I'm an engine lieutenant. That's what I do on a daily basis. I'm not saying get rid of me,
Right.
but I don't know what me should really be now.
Well, I mean, I think what you and your job role, and I mean, Station One, you guys are a different breed anyway.
Well, it was the rest of
Because,
us.
well, yeah, I mean, but you're self-sufficient. You're away from things. I mean, Engine One is the last true engine company in the city of Salisbury, in my opinion, and
Sure,
it's the last true working firehouse.
very true. These are true
Um,
statements that I agree with 100%. And
yeah,
I would say we can't get rid of. I don't know what the world is where we get rid of a fire engine, right? Like the concept of what we
yeah,
Americans call a fire engine. Because
right,
engine one obviously has to have more water than the engine uptown,
yeah,
right? But why did engine 16 have to have 750 gallons a minute or 750 gallon tank? What was that? You didn't make that decision. This was not you.
right, yeah, yeah.
But justify that. Like, it doesn't make
Yeah,
any sense. It's a
yeah,
city engine that if it runs out of the city, they take the tanker.
right. Yeah, I don't understand that.
Like
I
engine
guess
one, I
it's
get it.
because well, I think what it is the way this Salisbury was at that point is an engine is an engine is an engine. So the engines at headquarters are going to be the same layout as the ones at 2, as the ones at 1, and it's just, yeah, the redundancy.
The redundancy is crazy,
Mm.
But it's one of my. I know I'm the squad guy at Station One. Everybody hates me because I keep bringing up squad concept. But when 80% of my calls are vehicles and EMS stuff,
Yeah.
should my piece of apparatus reflect that?
Yep. You would think.
Right, like
Yeah.
1% of my calls are fire.
Yeah.
Right, but 30% of my calls are fire investigating. Right, checking out if there's an actual
Yeah.
cause of an alarm. We
Yeah.
have to be prepared for those calls. I'm not saying get rid of
A
our
lot of people
airbags.
always are like, oh, it's in zone 1. I don't care.
I actually had that fixed yesterday at Parkside High School. They gave me a map of all their zones, which was very helpful.
Now that's delightful. Yeah,
They have like 40 of them.
Yeah.
Yeah. But, that's so 30% of my calls are going and making sure there's not a fire. 1% fire, 30%. The rest is EMS. Right?
Yeah.
It's either extricating someone from a situation or
Mm-hmm.
literal EMS. And my unit, I'm just going to take my engine, and it was built well before this was a conversation.
Yeah.
1% of it is set up for EMS and extrication.
Yeah.
Of its total space of the vehicle.
Yeah. Hey, you got what? 2 bags and a AED?
And we now have struts on my engine.
Ooh, there you go.
Right? But
yeah,
that's, I look at some of these places like Dallas Fort Worth where engines are, the bigger part of their engines is aero boards and shutting down highways.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm like, maybe that's where we should be going. I always tell people, I'm more afraid of getting hit on the bypass than any other part of my job.
Yeah.
That's where I think we're most likely to get hurt.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
Yeah.
And I look
and that was one of the nice things about the old engines. If you were the chauffeur, you could pull in and nose the driver's side out and then slide across the seat and get out on the officer side.
It's true. Yeah. Now the worst part is you hit a bump and you knock your head off, but
Well, yeah.
But I look at an agency like Newcastle County and say that when they go to the mayor or to the county government, they say, "Hey, we've hit X calls. We need X more paramedics. We need to pay them this much money. We need another unit.
Yep.
Those units cost $100,000. I don't know.
Yeah.
Probably.
Transport unit or chase?
No, chase unit.
Oh, the chase unit, yeah, 100 grand easily.
Yeah,
I mean,
right.
I'd say, you can get something nice for probably 80, but
Right. Let's say 100 grand, but they
mm-hmm.
have numbers and say, hey, we need X,
Yeah.
X, and X. When
Yeah.
we as a fire/EMS department go, hey, Mr. Mayor, we have hit this number of calls. We need to upstaff this, but we can't go in there and say we've had this many calls, and that means we need another fire engine. Right? Our
Yeah.
data shows that we need another EMS unit, chase buggy,
Mm-hmm.
and we
Yeah.
need pay commensurate with that. I think that
Mm-hmm.
really hurts all fire departments that are doing fire and EMS. Like real bad.
Yeah. 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 It's like I'm, and like you said, people come at me with pitchforks and torches, but I'm trying to figure out how we could incorporate EMS only. And
I don't think
the argument, and I heard somebody say, well, they can't make as much as a firefighter paramedic because they're trained in fire. Also, it's like they should be trained or paid higher because they're specialized in EMS. In
and they
my
do
opinion,
that every day.
yeah,
I've already look. You just tell me when. I will take it to the union because I've already started having conversations with the union leadership. And I say, if I hear one thing out of you people about EMS only and what they get paid, you and I will have it out and we will do a cage match. And they're like, it's not fair. I'm like, it is fair because you don't want to go to paramedic school and you don't want to ride ambulance every day.
right.
That's the end of the conversation.
Yeah,
Those people
oh, yeah.
justify your job.
Mm-hmm.
It's just, that conversation, I can't have it with them, and somebody was saying, well, the union shouldn't be involved in this conversation. The union shouldn't be involved in any operational stuff that's not safety. That's it.
Yeah, I mean, working conditions, pay, and benefits.
Yeah, if the chief came to me and said, well, hey, we're giving you 10 helmets and we're giving you rubber boots again, then the union should get involved.
Right.
But if the fire chief says, hey, I can't justify this piece, I'm going to take those people, put them in a different piece. It's going to change nothing in our safety. It's going to keep everybody safe.
Yep.
The union has no say in that conversation.
Yeah.
It's like we were having a conversation about two and two again, and people are like, well, the union. I said, the union has nothing to do with that conversation.
Right.
It's a operational decision that affects nothing about the union.
Yeah. If the chief woke up Monday morning and said, you know what? We're going to run 4 BLS transport units and 2 fly cars. And like you said, it's not going to affect staffing, and off we go.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's the fire chief's prerogative in my view.
Or if he wakes up and says, you know what? D shift, you have that one extra, quote unquote, one extra person. Because
he's not there yet.
Right. But I'm saying once you'll be the shift with 23.
Yes.
You've got 23. That one extra person. Yeah. Every shift they are, on the fireboat from 7 to 5, and then from 5 till 7 in the morning they're on, watch or something. That's his prerogative.
That is his prerogative. And I heard the excuse, well, the union leadership said this. I said, well, just take it. Has it gone to the floor? Because the leadership doesn't get to make decisions. The floor makes decisions.
They don't?
No, they think they do. They do not. And we've had that conversation too. But, and the fire chief, this is where they're not going to agree with me. And I think many departments need to listen to this, is the fire chief needs to be looking at the needs of the department and the city.
Mm-hmm.
The union is there to look after the safety and the well-being of its membership.
Yeah.
Right. I'm not saying get rid of unions. I'm a pro-union guy. I think the union IAAF is an important part of the triangle of conversation between labor and the management and the city.
Yeah.
I think the problem is when the union starts saying, we're going to dictate this.
Mm-hmm.
Right. Like, I think a certain conversation that's going on in the city of Salisbury is asinine and should never have been brought up by the union right now. The union should not be telling the fire chief, this is what logo we want on our gear. That's not a conversation. If the fire chief says, I want you guys to wear pretty pink, we're wearing pretty pink. It happens.
Yeah.
You have options if you don't want to wear pretty pink. It's called going somewhere else.
Yeah. But you would have thought I was an insane person because I said, hey, when we're trying out this, these different sets of gear, why don't we have somebody try out Euro style?
Sure.
Oh my gosh. Yeah.
This is where NFPA has really lost me.
Yeah.
6 years ago, NFPA said, by 2024, we're putting out a new standard going to the Euro style helmet.
Mm-hmm.
And they got so much pushback, and they had so much data to prove why they were doing it.
Oh,
and
yeah.
They caved.
Yep.
And so we're not doing it.
Yeah.
Ridiculous.
Oh, yeah. It just shows that, like you said, it's a pseudo political agency that really is more focused on, I don't know, the vocality of certain people as opposed to the overall safety if they back down and stuff like that.
One of the things that annoys me about the fire service now is the gatekeepers. I'm the gatekeeper of what it makes it to be a fireman. I'm not saying me. I'm saying
right, yeah.
say that.
Yeah.
Right? I'm the gatekeeper of what an ideal firefighter is. And an ideal firefighter's got gear that's burnt up and it's got a helmet that slants to the left. And look, I wear a leather helmet. I know that there are arguments to say that I should be wearing a plastic helmet. But to be fair, the plastic helmets I have at work don't fit my giant noggin of a head. Right? It's a real problem when you got a head that's a 7 5/8 or something like that.
Oh, yeah.
It's not. I think it's unhealthy and it's insane in 2025 for these, let's just say, people who don't really have the knowledge and ability. Like if somebody from the 80s in New York City came to me and said, this is what we did in the 80s, I would say, that's really cool. You guys did some real badass firefighting. And that's like the heroes of firefighting that we all looked up to. But that's not 2025 firefighting anymore.
Right. Yeah, that's 40 some years ago.
Right. And if NFPA says, hey, this gear set is better at preventing cancer in firefighters, and then we all go, we're not doing that because it doesn't look cool. Because that's the only argument you really have is it doesn't look cool.
Yeah.
Right. Then you're an asshole because our department has lost 2 people to cancer.
Yeah.
Cancer's raging through every department that I know of.
Mm-hmm.
Fuck you. That's all I can say.
Yeah, I agree.
It's
a
bit far off of my topic, but that's my current view. And I think a lot of it comes from these podcast assholes.
Oh, yeah.
I feel like we might be one of them now, but because
right now we are, but
fire service. But, stop being 10 years into your career and you're 27 years old, 29 years old, and you're telling people what the fire service should be.
Right.
Because you don't have the right to tell people what the fire service should be. You don't have the right to tell anybody who's not in your company how things should operate.
Yeah.
Right.
And if you're one of these younger guys or gals who's like, hey, I see the direction it's going and it needs to be changed and it needs to be, this or that. Sure. I get that. But like you said, the ones that are like, what's tradition? No.
Yeah, but I don't even agree with. I'm not saying I feel hard to say anything other than I think Station 1D shift on Salisbury should operate like this.
Yeah.
Right? Because I can't go to Baltimore and tell Baltimore how they should operate.
Oh, yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
I can't go to Hebron.
No, I agree with you. It's definitely more for, your company.
Yeah. I don't even feel comfortable going to the other lieutenant on my shift and saying, I think you guys should do this. Right? And I'm the senior lieutenant, quote unquote.
Well, it's because he's a knuckle dragger on a truck, though.
Well, yeah, he can't. He can't tie his shoes. It's fine.
Yeah. Well, that's why we bought slip-ons for Station 2.
It's not my place to tell another company how to operate. Right?
Yeah.
It's not my place to tell another boss how to run their shift. And I think that's a problem in the fire service. Is like everybody thinks. I went to a class one time, and a guy from Phoenix is like, you should go on a hazmat call with 32 technicians. And I said, we don't have 32 technicians in the whole county. What are you talking about? But he was pushing for NFPA to change the code or the standard to say 32 technicians before you go on a hazmat call. And I said,
holy hell.
you are not even thinking about departments that aren't yours.
Right. Yeah.
It's like the conversation of paramedics, BLS, how you're going to operate them. It's not my place to tell a fire chief how to run their EMS.
Yeah.
Right. If I'm a voter or a citizen of that district, I should have a say in what's going on in my EMS, but I should not have a say in someone else's system.
Yeah.
So it's worrying to me.
Yeah, no, I get that. I did see something yesterday, maybe it was, I don't know, or today. You're talking about the future. Charles County has a hazmat robot dog.
Ooh.
Like one of those, I don't know, Dyson or whatever, the ones that like the guy kicked and it looked at him.
Oh yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, it's one of those that they send in and stuff, and it said something like, we're seeing how this partnership will work out. We haven't adopted the dog yet, but I was like, that's really cool that they're thinking about stuff like that. So because they can send in, the little robot mutt to look around, sample.
Drones and robots could fix 88% of hazmat.
Yeah.
Right. You could do all the sampling, detecting, all of the things. I just need somebody to go in there, turn wrenches, right?
Mm-hmm.
The 88% of the stuff that people are really afraid of, the stuff of going in there and gathering information, that could be done by a robot.
Oh, yeah.
Today.
Yeah. Yep.
Just need somebody to give me the money. Well, give us the money to do it. Yeah. We'll have a robot dog. We have a robot alligator.
Once have a drone, we could have a seagull.
Yeah. Okay. Well, we'll dress the drone up in Sammy's suit.
Oh, yeah.
Send him downrange.
We could pitch that to the college and say that's, it's going to be a flying mascot.
The first time we do it, like it's a flammable liquid, it all burns up and it looks like the Terminator walking towards us. It's like all captured on WBOC. It's like this burning drone walking up going, heal me.
Kids are running.
I'm Sammy. And brought to you by
it's programmed to squawk like a seagull.
I'm in for that alone. I'm in.
Yeah.
Oh, man.
Oh, gosh.
Well, my rant about EMS and fire is over. Here's my takeaways. Pay us more, but prepare us to do the things we should be doing.
Yes. Bam. Done.
Yeah.
Mic drop. Done. Everybody listen.
Squads everywhere.
Oh my gosh, the squad concept works so well.
I don't see the
apprehension from it.
I don't see the apprehension, and I can't see the downside.
Yeah.
What is the downside?
It's one of those, you just have to wrap it up in a different package and sell it that way.
What's the package? Because I would really like to wrap it up in a package and sell it because
I don't know. You call it like a specialty engine or something. Yeah,
it's crazy because everybody bought into Quince.
Yeah,
is that maybe what burned us? Everybody bought into Quince. It didn't work.
Yeah, the Quint concept didn't. Well, it worked for the agencies that did the full Quint concept, but they didn't. We didn't.
Right, we definitely didn't.
Yeah, we ran a single Quint. That ain't how that works.
Right, it's not. That makes no sense. Yeah. I just.
Yeah.
Is it the Quint that burned it? It's like the rescue conversation I have with the sergeant you were praising from yesterday. He's like, we should have a staffed rescue company. I'm like, you can't even justify that in fairy tale land. What are you talking about?
Fairy tale.
This is 2025. You don't extricate people like you do like it was 1980. Most times it's floor pops and a really involved rescue truck, a rescue call might now be using a ram.
Yeah, or it's a technical rescue that you are using the man versus machine kit or something.
Right. Yeah.
Which, why couldn't you? Yeah. I mean, and the last few times they've grabbed the kit, put it on the engine, gone to the scene.
Right. Yeah. We don't use the big 42s anymore. We don't do dash rolls anymore because cars aren't built that way anymore.
Yeah.
It's
God, I was talking to a younger member about, I said, yeah. I said, we had a change of direction and we hooked the chains up and we did a steering wheel pull. And they're like, you did a what? It's like, yeah, we took the roof off and then we made a couple of relief cuts and we, did a reverse dash roll out, pulling the column out of their way. Why would you do that? Because that's what we had to do. That's how, this massive steel that when we got there was all crumpled up. We had to do something with it.
Mm-hmm. But just
Yeah.
cars don't,
like,
they're not built that way. They don't even have steering columns anymore.
Right. Yeah.
Well, it's what got me yesterday. We're going through my rookie's packet.
Yeah.
And it says he has to tie these knots. And then at the bottom it says, and you have to tie these knots to the MIFRE standard to take this tool up a rope. And I said, you're never going to have to do this ever again except for today, because I've, in 21 years, never tied a Halligan bar to a rope and sent it to the roof. It's never happened. And if you did, just tie a note, set it up. But whatever.
Yeah, yeah.
So, but then we get to one of the knots and it says bowline. And he's like, I don't know what a bowline is. And I said,
yes, what? He does. He's lying to you because we went over bowlines.
I'm just gonna go.
So, well, they were like on a break or something, and we were just sitting in the engine bay BSing, and there was rope there, so I'm just fiddling with it. I'm like, what are you tying? I was like, I was tying a bowline, and they were like messing with it because none of them knew how to tie a bowline.
Apparently, it's not taught in Firefighter 1 anymore.
No, it's not, because it's an old knot.
It's an old knot that we don't really use.
Yeah, that's why I was like, yeah, I used to be able to throw a bowline. And they're like, what? It's like, yeah, you just throw it, and you loop it, boom, you got a bowline. They're like, okay, Mr. Magician.
Yeah, but like it blew my mind that we don't teach that in Fire 1 anymore. And I was like, kind of makes sense, because when's the last time you used on a call?
Yeah.
I've used it in Specialty Rescue. That's it.
Yeah, Magician just triggered something in my mind. While we were up in Philly, I met a psycho magician.
A psycho magician?
Yes.
What does that mean?
He was one of the guys that develops the doctor's boards, that test. He's like one of the ones that like rates it and everything. Yeah, he's a psycho. I think that's what he said his title was, psycho magician. I don't know. It's probably psychometrician. Psycho magician. Yeah. I don't know. In my mind, he's a psycho magician.
All right, I'm on board.
Yeah. Yeah.
Well, I think with that, we should go to a topic 2.
Yeah. Yeah, topic 2. Yeah, I think I'm in one of those gaming slumps.
Oh, yeah.
I finished Expedition 33.
Sure.
And yeah, like Diablo was free the other day, and I've been playing a little bit of it, but I don't know, it's just not hooking me.
Yeah, I felt the same way. It didn't hook me.
Yeah. I don't know.
It's fine.
Yeah, it's one of those. I could see maybe I throw a podcast on and just chip away at things, but I don't know.
I feel you more than anything in the world, because now if I play a game, I'm like, is this too complicated for what I want? I just want to turn my brain off.
Yeah.
I've been playing Kingdom 2 Crowns, which is an old game, but it's just I can kind of turn my brain off. It's 2 buttons. I don't have to do anything.
Oh, nice. Yeah.
And but then on the flip side, Microsoft just laid off 9,000 people and closed down a lot of their gaming companies.
Yeah, that's awful.
So, a lot of those games aren't going to come out now.
Right, yeah. Yeah, and it's a shame for all those people.
It's a shame for all those
people. Especially since Microsoft, 3 months ago, was like, oh yeah, we're doing great. We're doing this, we're doing that, and yeah.
They just put out Microsoft Game Pass on the Meta Quest 3, and it's like, well, that's cool, but there's not going to be any games on that because you just canceled your gaming division like a week later. What's going on?
Yeah.
And what really got me was they had Rare was developing a new game, and they canceled it. And could be many reasons why it got canceled.
Was that Perfect Dark?
That was another game that got canceled. It was Everwind or something like that.
Oh, yeah. Oh, God, what was that called? Ever... Yeah, I know.
Never going to find out about it because it's gone. But, that game's never going to come out now, and we're not going to get to experience it because they're going to make GTA 6, and that's what they're all going to want.
Yeah.
And I don't...
Everwild,
yeah.
Yep.
Like, I'm not interested in GTA 6, so for me...
Yeah.
What is that going to mean? I'm sure something's going to come out.
Oh yeah. Yeah. I mean, there's a couple games on the horizon that'll come out, but yeah, I don't know. And it's like I've got Call of Duty, and I'm like, okay, yeah, I can play that. And I'm like, it's that little like, I don't know, carrot on the stick. I'm like, oh, if I unlock this in the battle pass, I'll get this. I'm like,
Right.
but do I really care?
Right. Yeah. I've decided if it's cosmetic, I have no interest and I'm not getting involved.
Yeah.
It's just not happening. Let's see what games.
Yeah.
Games.
Well, that's like Diablo has that weird battle pass thing or whatever. I don't know. That was the other thing with Diablo. There's so many like, I feel like other things to it. Like there's a battle pass and there's a storefront and there's a this and there's a that. And I get you can play online with other people.
Yes, you can. Yes.
Okay. Yeah, that was the other thing that I almost didn't play it because I couldn't remember my Blizzard login.
Yeah, that's a problem.
I was like, oh god, what is this?
Avowed was pretty good. They kept my opinion. Civ 7 was a atrocious bomb. Spider-Man 2, that came out.
I beat that.
Oh,
that was fun. Borderlands 4 looks like it's back to Borderlands. That might be
that'd
fun.
Be nice. Yeah.
Yeah.
Dune Awakening I haven't tried.
I don't want to play Death Stranding.
Oh no, that doesn't look. Yeah. Metal Gear Solid Snake Eater.
I don't know if I'm going to replay that though.
Yeah.
It goes to Yotai, whatever. When it comes out, I'll play that. But that's like November.
Yes.
It's like the samurai game.
They're going to reboot Fable.
Huh. Wait, we've been talking about that forever.
It's to be determined. Hasn't got an announcement. But most of what I'm seeing are remakes or sequels.
Yeah. You have those one-offs like Expedition 33.
Yeah,
that's I heard. I saw somebody the other day. They were like, "Oh, they need to make a sequel to that really quickly." And somebody else was like, "No, they don't. They made a great game. Let them stay at that, and then try something new. It doesn't have to be sequel city.
It does not.
So, yeah.
Please stop with sequels. Like right away.
Yeah.
You try Sea of Thieves. It's a great game.
Yeah.
Supposedly gets even better every day.
I don't know if I can even play that. Is it? No, it is on PlayStation 5. Huh.
Oh, see?
Sea of Thieves.
I love that game. I don't know if it's possible.
Online play. It doesn't say.
Yeah, it's funny. We talk about
sign in.
A gaming lull, and I tried this like on my vacation to be into the Switch, and nothing appealed to me.
Honestly, I think I'm gonna take the Switch with me, but I don't know.
And like the Switch 2 is not
like
even
Fire Emblem or something. No, it's not. No. Let's say they're talking about, it's selling gangbusters and this and that. I'm like, well, one, it's like the first console to come out that the production exceeded the demand.
Right.
So of course it's going to sell. But it's the same thing. Like, what is everybody buying with it? Mario Kart. Everything I've heard, it's just another Mario Kart. Oh, it's got an open world, and people are like, yeah, that's garbage. You just do this part. I'm like, then what's the hook other than just, okay.
Every game on the Switch that I want to play just feels like it's a game I would play on my phone.
Yes. I think that's a great way to put it.
Yeah. Like, if you could just put that out as a mobile game on my phone, I would just play it there.
Yeah. Yep.
And the games that are beyond that, I'm like, I don't want to play this on a little handheld device.
Yeah. Well, that's like, there's a new Marvel game out on phones, the Mystic Mayhem or whatever. And I'm like, oh, I would play this on the Switch. It'd be much better to play this on the Switch instead of my little phone, but whatever.
Yeah, it's tough right now. I think it's it's also tougher. It sucks because you get old and you have more time. You have more money, but not enough time.
Yeah.
So just like, I guess I'll play some game I've already played before.
Mm-hmm.
I know it will be fun.
Yeah. Yeah, I think that's part of it too.
Mm-hmm.
Or it's by the time I have time to play, I'm like, I I either I've got an hour or so, and it's like, yeah, but if I want to play a game, I want to play like something that's engaging and story, and
Mm-hmm.
I might
But I
not,
don't have time. Yeah.
have enough time in an hour.
Yeah.
It was like Expedition 33, beautiful game, really enjoyed it, but some of the cutscenes, I was like, oh
Oh my
my
God, they're so
god,
oppressive. It's so much.
yeah, yeah,
Insane.
yeah.
I'm sure it
So
was a great game for everybody who loves it, but you
yeah,
lost me at the 15-minute cutscenes.
yeah. Once I got the parrying down, I got better at it.
Yeah.
But there's this one hidden boss that I can't beat. That they're like, oh, you got to build a one-shot build to do this and that. I'm like, I shouldn't have to do that.
Shouldn't have to do that.
So,
Well, I think we've wrapped up this casting the pod. Both of us
I
are
think we have.
pretty busy this week.
Yeah,
Enjoy your summer vacation. Please don't blow your hands up in 4th of July.
yeah,
Be nice
yeah.
to
By
your
the time you're
local.
listening to this, I mean you're probably healed up from your
Right.
explosion, but hopefully
Be
not.
nice to your local EMS providers and firefighters.
Yes,
And
yes.
just
And
remember, don't give oranges to truckies. They're too complicated for them.
oh yeah, yeah. You would see hilarity. Drop off a bag of oranges at a truck company.
They can only deal with apples.
Yep. See you, folks.
See you, folks.